Alright guys, so today I don't have any money, so I'm just doing a really cheap, simple noodles recipe. I have this, it's not ramen, it's this Korean chicken crab. They're called Koka, Oriental instant noodles. I think these are Korean things, but they're not ramen, but it's close enough. I think this was like 70 cents. I was looking for the 19-cent shit, but I couldn't find it. So these are just chicken flavour stuff, and I'm going to try doing a egg and cheese. Have my cheese somewhere. Yeah, got egg and cheese. The eggs will not be a mistake this time. Ramen recipe. See if it tastes any good. I have a ton of other noodles upstairs, so that's pretty much what I'm going to be surviving on for the next week. I've made some toast also, just in case the ramen itself is unsatisfying. But yeah, these are what I'm going to be making. Try and do a poached egg, so to speak, with it as well, and make it a little bit cheesy. Put some nice seasoning in there, and get it nice and good. So first step, gonna put water in the pan. Okay, so we're starting by cooking the noodles by package instructions, which are as follows. If you can see, basically, put the noodles into boiling water, cook for 2 minutes. This should be a really quick job. So let's just turn on the water, which will be this one. See how long it takes to get through the boil. And I did turn it on this time, so it's not going to be another embarrassing cook. Let's see how it goes. So I think this is actually the first time I've cooked instant noodles from a packet. I usually just get like the cup noodles, but I'm pretty sure it's just you put them in the pan, cook them, and put the sauce or flavour packet in there with them. So it should be pretty easy. The first step anyway. And now you watch me struggle to open this noodles packet. I am terrible at this sort of thing, but I will get it eventually. There we go. YouTube was not a mistake. And there you can, well, you can see little pieces that flew off, but there you can see the inside of the noodles packet. It's exactly what you'd expect. With this little chicken flavour packet. Now we just wait for the water to boil. Get some nice zoom in there on the universe. Now I'm going to grate this cheese so it's ready for the later steps of the dish. Again, we've got this fantastic mature white cheddar straight from Ireland, way better than any cheese you can get in America. And the recipe I'm using for inspiration for this online, I still have a little bit of a cold, if you can hear. I don't know what the heck is going on with my voice, but yeah, it's nowhere near as high quality as this Irish stuff. Looking really good there. I love the way that the grated cheese looks from the bottom ring thing, I guess. Let's try a little bit from the top. Get some variety in there. Water still waiting to boil, so don't know how much of this cheese I'm going to use. Let's just let's keep going. Get this dish nice and cheesy. I don't know how well cheddar is going to go with the chicken noodles, but I'm looking forward to it, whatever it is. I don't know if I'm going to end up eating this straight from the pan or from a bowl. It depends on if it will fit in the bowl. I think that's probably enough cheese, don't you think? Water's starting to boil now, so I'm going to put the noodles in a minute. Alright, so there's our boiling water. And so here's going to be the noodles. I think I put way too much water in there, but you know, live and learn. It's water, it will boil away, right? That's how it works. Right, so now we wait for that to cook. Right, so here is the boiling noodles. I put it on the wrong kind of hob for the best angle for the video, but you know, we'll survive. Once the, yeah, so I have to wait like 2 minutes, which is a good thing that the video has a timer. I will auto change the lighting now, it's a bit dark. Okay, yeah, it'll be fine, you know, I'm not looking for the world's best cinematography here, just looking for a nice cooking video. So 2 minutes, then I add the seasoning and stir, and then after that's happened I add in an egg after I push the noodles to the side. Maybe I'll try 2 eggs if I'm adventurous, and the cheese as well, and then put some flavouring in and serve it. Hopefully it will be pretty good. Way too much butter, as always. Noodles starting to separate. Let's see. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. Now I'm going to put in the spicy boy. Okay. Let's stir this flavouring around. These things cook really quick, I was not expecting this. Okay, so I'm going to turn the heat down and then prepare for the eggs. I'm supposed to gently push the noodles to one side, but I don't have much skill, so I don't think it's going to be that gentle. Let's do my best. Okay. So now I'm going to put in the cheese. This should make it nice and rich, nice and mature and white. Which I think is accurate in many ways. But mature audiences only. This is starting to look a little bit of a different colour, a little bit richer, a little bit milkier, a little bit cheesier. Not my content though, my content is always going to be cutting edge and cool. This whole egg plan is not going to work at all. I think I need to turn it down a little bit more so I can actually have some control over the food, which I don't think is going to be the case anyway. I'm supposed to put some butter in there, so I'm going to get a big bit of butter, which sounds like a gross idea, but the recipe that I'm inspired by used butter, so there we go. Let's spin that in, melt it up. I smelled a little bit something medicinal then. I think that might have just been something else, but that did not smell pleasant. I don't know if I'm combining the right flavours here, so this dish might have been a mistake. That's what it looks like. I'm waiting for the butter to melt in there, so maybe I should turn the heat up a bit more. This is going to be a flipping gross dish, I think, but I like noodles, so I'm optimistic about them. I got a few other types of noodles, like some dragon thing and some udon noodles, all for, you know, like only a euro or two, with some seasoning and whatever and some sauce. So I'm going to be making a lot of stuff like this over the weekend because it's pretty much that's all I can afford to eat right now, because I'm surviving on very little money, trying to combine that with, you know, my social life. But we will see. I interviewed for a job yesterday, so maybe if I get that, then I'll be able to actually afford real food again to cook for this channel and start getting back into the student cookbook life and having a social life as well. So there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to try the egg now. It's gonna be bad, but wish me luck. Okay, so it just kind of fell under the noodles anyway, so I think I'm supposed to leave that for 3 minutes to poach, so to speak. Right, there's a little bit of your egg. Getting some of that old egg jiggle. So it's supposed to be 3 minutes supposedly to let this egg poach, but I think it's just broken. I don't know where it is. Is it just gonna... Did it just dissolve? I don't think this went at all. I think the egg just completely broke up into the noodles. As long as it cooks, it'll be fine, because it'll at least be edible, but I did not do the recipe properly. Maybe it's just the quality of the noodles, maybe it's the quality of the chef. We will find out soon. Maybe I used too much water in the pan. That's certainly a possibility. It smells okay. I'm going to put a bit more seasoning in it. I'm going to put in some chili, as always. I'm going to put in a ton of garlic, as always. I'm going to put in a ton of pepper, as always. That was once again far too much pepper. This is going to be extremely peppery noodles. It's starting to look black already, with little bits of red chilies floating around. That's fine with me. Luckily it's a water-based dish, so this should mix very easily, but I'm not optimistic about the quality of the egg or whatever in there. I can't find it. I think it's just been destroyed. I found a big chunk of egg. I can't see the egg in there at all. Oh, there's the egg. Oh, I found it. No, it did. It did poach. Oh my god. There is an actual poached egg in the dish. In the bottom of the dish. I am really, really, really happy that it actually works. You can't really see it here, but yeah, this is what the noodles look like right now. Smelling quite good. This has taken like 8 minutes to film, so it's probably been cooking for way longer than the noodles need to be cooked. The ramen is going to be way overcooked. But you know, I'm going to take this off now and try it. See if it's any good. Taking off the heat. Turn the heat off. And I'll be back in a second. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to see if I can find the egg again. Gently. Oops, that was a mistake. God. Making too many mistakes here, guys. But you know, live and learn, as always. There's the egg. And it looks like it's cooked to my standards, which is really, really exciting. We will see now how this tastes. First try just like dipping a piece of bread in the broth, seeing if that tastes any good, because it looks a bit, look, the yellow looks a bit buttery. Okay. It tastes mildly chickeny. Yeah, it's warm. A little bit buttery. So it's decent. It tastes cheap, but it tastes okay. So I can eat this anyway. This will be pretty much my only meal for the day. Yeah. Yeah, so I think my tragic error was too much water. I'm going to have to eat this from the pan, I think, because there's just way too much water to pour it into that tiny bowl. But the egg went well. The flavour is pretty nice. Adding the extra chili and pepper was important in making the dish, you know, actually taste like something after I use way too much water. But you know, it's a decent dish. If you're on a cheap student budget and you want something nice to eat, get some, let's get the packet out of the bin again. Get some of these Coca instant noodles. I think you can pretty much get any kind of ramen. Put some flavour in there, put an egg in there, butter and cheese a little bit, and make some decent noodles. This should be a filling meal for the rest of my day. So aftermath update YouTube. I'm sitting now on my bed, actually about to edit the video, but I'm gonna do a little bit of an aftermath update about the dish, because I feel like I'm super tired and sluggish after eating it, and I think that is the fault of the dish. So I don't know if having noodles all the time is going to be a good idea. So even though it tasted all right, besides maybe me putting a bit too much water in it, I had to drain out like half of the water that I had in there so I could actually eat the noodles properly. I don't think I'd want to have this too often, so I'm going to try and do different kinds of dishes in the future, although I do have a lot of noodles of different kinds with different sauces bought now, so I'm going to try them all before I move on to different things. But nonetheless, yeah, this isn't a dish that makes you feel very good, so I wouldn't recommend it much in the future. This has been Cameron for Gambas TV. Stay tuned for more cooking videos and other stuff. Let's see what goes on.